welcome to my corner. The season of Lent is upon us once again. The word Lent comes from a word that means spring. And just as the earth renews itself again this year in the coming of spring, so too Christians are being encouraged to renew their lives of faith as they remember and renew their baptisms during the season of Lent, the season of spring. A temptation of Lent is to plan on what I'm going to do. I'm going to pray more, I'm going to eat less, I'm going to do better, forgive more, be more holy, get refocused. I'm going to get back on track. I'm going to do a whole lot of things so I get what I want, to be a better person and to live a better life. This all sounds good, but rather than having Lent be a time to get our renewal plan going, I think Lent might be better seen as a season to let God's plan unfold in our lives. It might be better to let Lent be a season to see what God is going to do for me. I'm encouraging you this Lent to let God do great things in you. Don't take on more things, but do the regular fasting, prayer, and almsgiving that connects us with the Christian family, and be open to what God will do to renew our lives of faith. In our Lenten practices, we open ourselves to let God do his works of mercy and love in us, and to let the work of his restoration and renewal continue to touch the very core of our lives. Besides responding to the Lord's invitation to be renewed in your lives of faith, to let God work in you, with your regular prayer practices during Lent, I would like to also encourage you to attend the Stations of the Cross that are offered at our parish on the Fridays of Lent at 5:30 p.m. These 14 steps along the way of Jesus' suffering, death, can be a special help for us as we face the struggles and know sufferings in our own lives. At this public prayer during Lent, we can also connect our lives with the lives of others who suffer in the world and bring them also to the Lord's cross, that cross that waits to be transformed into the tree of life. It's also a good renewal practice to share in the sacrament of reconciliation during the Lenten season. A priest is available on every Saturday from 4:30 to 5 o'clock p.m. and during Lent on every Thursday from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m., except on March 19th. This sacrament, which has sometimes been called a second baptism, allows the seed and plant of our faith to be watered with God's grace and to grow to an abundant harvest, even as we seek to cast off the drought and the disease of sin that affects our lives. So have a blessed and holy Lent, and let God work in you and lead you to and renew you in the waters of life, flowing from your baptism into the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. Be renewed in him this spring. Thanks for stopping by my special Lenten Corner.